Hi Rosy friends, it's Julie, and today I'm going to show you how I cover rosacea with a makeup look that has a purple eye and a bold lip. And the whole thing starts off with a clean face and then a primer. I use Shiseido Glow Enhancing Primer. For whatever reason, when I first put it on, it makes my skin very, very red, and then it just calms right down again, and it creates this really amazing barrier that stops most other makeups from causing too much irritation, especially if I go the gentle route. Here I use the eyelid primer next from e.l.f., and I just use that because it does a little bit extra for keeping my eye makeup in place, and I just dab that on with, it's got a little doe foot applicator thingy. It's not a very good one, so then I just use my ring finger to dab it all on the entire area. Then I've got the Maison Jacinthe color corrector. It's the concealer in green. I find that a green concealer does the best job in covering up red underneath makeup, so I always start off by looking like a green-cheeked freak, and then I use the Essence Say No to Dark Circles under my eyes just to add more weird colors to my face before even getting going with everything else. I really find that that covers dark circles very, very well. That is the Quo blending sponge, and I have completely dampened it. It was saturated with water, and then I squeezed all the water out, and then I just basically bounced that all over my face until it blends in the green and the kind of weird pink color that I'm using to cover redness and darkness and pretty much everything else that I don't want to show on my face. So I just blend that in, and I really take my time with this step because this is, I feel, just the base layer that's going on below everything else. So I want it to be perfectly even before I start putting on anything else that's supposed to actually look like skin color and like my face. So then I start on the eye area, and I have an under eye concealer. I put that on top of the pink one. The pink one I find covers the dark circles. This actually creates more of a brightening look. It just sort of blends everything in so that the foundation will sit on top of the area, and it won't look like it's going from one color to the next. It just looks more even that way, I find. This is the Maison Jacinthe Liquid Foundation. I really like this one. It is in the color Porcelain, and I just dab a little bit of it all over my face, and it is an all-natural product. It is a Canadian product. I did a video about this product, actually all the Maison Jacinthe products that I'm using in this video, not too long ago, just as a first impression and what I thought of it, right, taking it out of the package, and I absolutely love it, and I've really loved it more and more every time I try it. This has really become my go-to concealer, especially if I really want to look nice. I'm not just going to a store, but I'm going to an event or something like that, which I was after applying this makeup. So yeah, that has definitely become one of my favorites. I really love the way that it sits on my face. I like the coverage that it gives, and I like that it is neither drying nor oily or greasy or anything like that. And but I do top it off with a powder, and in this case I use the Physicians Formula Loose Mineral Wear Powder. It is talc free. I've just fallen in love with this one as well. I had a horrible first impression of this in a video that I did about a year ago, and ever since then, when I finally got it right, thanks to your help actually with the comments that were left behind for that video, I gave it a try, and I'm using a kabuki brush, I think it is, from the All Natural Face, and I just love the finish that it gives. And then I do actually add blush on top of it. This one is NYX in the color Electro, and a lot of people with rosacea, I know they don't use blush. I find that it really gives life back to the face. I'm pale enough that I just look kind of dead if I don't add something like this, and because I don't do the whole contouring and highlighting thing, I find that a little bit of blush that really just defines the cheek area. It goes a long way to making me look something other than like I should be climbing out of a coffin and avoiding garlic. So yeah, so I just put on a little bit of the blush. I'm very light-handed with it, and then I start on the eyes, and this is NYX. It's in the color Whipped Cream. I like doing a white base on any kind of bright color that I'm going to do on my eyes, because I find that it allows the color to really pop. I have a hooded eyelid, so basically when my eyes are open, it hides the color. So next I'm using the Knead It Nude palette from e.l.f. But yeah, so I'm going to be using this one. It's just sort of a pale, sort of beigey taupe color, just to go on top of the white to define the lid. a little bit. As I said, I've got a hooded lid, so I try to work pretty hard to make the color stand out a bit. And finally, this is a purple e.l.f. eyeshadow duo. It doesn't have a name to it. I checked the package, it doesn't, but there's a kind of lavender side and a more eggplanty side. And I use the lavender side on the outer and inner lid corners, and then the eggplanty color I've actually used in the crease to give my eye a little bit more definition, and in the outer corner just to give a little bit more pop and a little bit more color, and then I just blend it all in. I tried not to make this look too dramatic because I find with purple I can easily look like I got a black eye. And then we're back to that duo from earlier from e.l.f., and this is the highlighter side that I put on the inner corner, and then we have the Physicians Formula shimmer strips in purple, and that's the eyeliner that I'll be using. And I find that this color really finishes off the look of the purple, so it draws out the eyeshadows, because I have tried to make it pretty subtle so that I don't look, like I've lost a fight. But that color of purple is from the Green Eyes package of eyeliners from Physicians Formula. I really like it, and for one of those kind of the eyeliners that you can actually roll up that you never actually have to sharpen, it does a pretty good job at being very precise. I do smudge the bottom a little bit very deliberately with my finger just to make it look a little bit more even. And then I move on to mascara, and that's my all-time favorite drugstore mascara is the Organic Wear from Physicians Formula. It is just your absolute basic mascara, but it is the only one I've found so far that does not irritate my eyes, so I adore it. Even the next day, my eyes feel great, and that's the first time I've ever used a mascara that does that. Every mascara other than this one make my eyes all allergic the next day. This is just, I think that eyelash curler is from e.l.f. If it's not, I can't remember where I got it, but it is your basic eyelash curler. And then I'm just sort of straightening out my eyebrows a little bit and getting any powders or foundation out of them. I don't do anything to my eyebrows because I have heavy brows anyway. And then I'm using the Maison Jacinthe lipstick, and that is the color Rosewood, and I really love this color. I took a chance and just picked this one out online, and I really feel that I picked the right one. I love the way that it looks. It has a little bit of a pinup girl look without being too pinup girl, but it's just a very feminine look, and it makes me feel very, very pretty. I've had a lot of compliments on this lipstick, and it lasts a surprisingly long time for one that is not drying at all. It's quite moisturizing. I really like it a lot. And that's the complete look. So basically I just take my hair down out of the clip and it will dry because it's a little bit wet still. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and that way I'll know that you like these makeup application videos and the different looks that I try out to cover up my rosacea and, to look nice when I go out. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will, because I make new videos every Sunday and Thursday. And other than that, I will see you next time.